Hello. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry there was a mic issue. Okay, I have resolved it now. So yeah. So I was telling you that we conduct this series where we cover such news which have chances of being asked in exam. Okay, which from where descriptive answer from where objective questions can be asked. You can utilize these in your descriptive answer writing, and also like these things help you understand and get updated with what are the things that are going on across country. And we usually cover these news in two parts for a month, like part 1 and part 2. So this is February part 2, where we are covering the news, important news. ठीक है, कभी कभी we complete in three parts also, depending on like how many news are there. All right, so currently it is part 2 of February, where we are going to first understand seaweed farming expansion. Basically, the my aim of adding this particular news was to let a lot of you understand who don't know what is seaweed farming, right? What currently government is doing about it, and also there were like few data points, like depending on which state rank highest in the wheat farming and everything. These information can be asked, and that is why I wanted to discuss under your Matsya Sampada Yojana. ठीक है? Initially Matsya Sampada Yojana, like that was launched for fishery sector, but definitely fisheries is not just about the fishes, it is also about other organism that exist in water, be it your other aquatic organism, for example prawns, shrimps, crabs, etc. And also the plants that are consumed. Yes, there are water plants that are consumed, known as seaweeds. Okay, so what are the initiative that has been taken under it? We are going to talk about it. And then a new portal has been launched with the name Bharat-Vistar. Okay, it is a AI based digital public infrastructure for farmers. We are going to understand about it. Third, in the Lok Sabha, there were the minister, he talked about that what are the smart agro food systems and climate resilient agriculture, like we are currently following in agriculture. And recently World Pulses Day was celebrated, and people are losing their interest in pulses due to the changes in food preference and everything. So because of that, a little bit emphasis on that factor was done in this World Pulses Day. We are going to see look at them in detail one by one. First of all, what is seaweed farming, okay, and what expansion under this is happening. So basically these are the seaweeds, okay, these are the seaweeds. Simply these are the weeds plants that are grown in the aquatic environment, okay, and these are highly nutritious. And they are in fact in certain cultures, जैसे आपका जो साउथ ईस्ट एशिया कल्चर है, they are like integral part of it. And in India also, like government is trying that this gets incorporated somewhere in our food, not culture but yes diet also. And along with that, seaweed, of course, then seaweed has a lot of export opportunities, ठीक है. So for that reason seaweed farming में अब emphasis डाला जा रहा है under मत्स्य संपदा योजना. If we talk about India's coastline, which is around like 11,000 kilometer, and potential sites where seaweed cultivation can be done, it is around 384, ठीक है. तो total potential area, and what is the total potential seaweed cultivation can be done, it is somewhere around 24 hectare. No need to memorize these things from examination point of view, but yes, this is just you to get a generic idea that what is the potential in seaweed farming we have, ठीक है. Talking about the aim that has been put under now Matsya Sampada Yojana from 2021 to 2025 2026, like in this time period, seaweed has was marked as the priority activity, okay. And around 20 this 5 years range, around like 198 crore projects were approved for the seaweed farming, okay. Area under active cultivation, if we talk about, Tamil Nadu ka highest hai, then of Gujarat, then of Andhra Pradesh, and then of Lakshadweep. And to improve that, Lakshadweep में अभी जो cluster formation भी की गई है, ठीक है. Now beneficiary की अब देखो, because in Tamil Nadu the highest cultivation is currently happening, so that is why beneficiaries भी आपके सबसे ज़्यादा आपको तमिलनाडु के ही मिलेंगे. Then as you see the ranking, like it's the similar ranking only, right? Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and Lakshadweep, currently these are, you can say, dominant states where seaweed cultivation is happening, ठीक है. इसके लिए there is two type by which seaweeding is done. One is mono line and one is tube net method, ठीक है. These two methods are there. I've added a picture over here to tell you the clear difference, ठीक है. These are both the methods of cultivating seaweed, ठीक है. What is the similarity or difference, ठीक है. Here in monoline method, basically what happens, देखो mono means what? Mono means single, okay, and line is like line only, like you know about it, right? So in monoline method, what happens, basically there are two endpoints as you can see in the picture, the first one, okay? And there what happens, anchor is made and a single, mono means single, single line of a rope is like attached over there, okay? Then these weeds are attached over it so that they can grow. Why they are being attached? Because definitely here we want it for the business, we want it for harvesting and then selling it. So it becomes easier when these weeds, they are being attached to some anchor, so that it becomes easier for them to harvest, ठीक है? दिस इज डन, ठीक है? तो मोनोलाइन मेथड एक ही होता है, ठीक है? सेकंड मेथड इज ट्यूब नेट मेथड. तो इन दिस, एज अ नेम सजेस्ट, देयर इज ट्यूब दैट इज इन्वॉल्व. सो इफ यू लुक एट द स्ट्रक्चर, इट इज इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ अ ट्यूब एंड देन नेट इज यूज्ड. व्हाई नेट इज यूज्ड? सो दैट द फ्लो ऑफ वाटर, इट बिकम्स easier, ठीक है? तो दिस मेथड इज बेटर, ट्यूब नेट मेथड, because what happens in monoline method, what happens, the fishes, they come and feed on these and everything, right? But that is avoided in the tube net method, as you can see in the picture, ठीक है? But दोनों में like anchor is there, and you provide a support where the seaweeds are attached and they multiply, ठीक है? You have to keep in mind, it's just not that one weed that will grow. These weeds, they keep on developing their leaves, ठीक है? And the leaves is what we consume, ठीक है? तो leaves अपने develop होते रहते हैं, harvesting of leaf is done and the new leaves will originate, ठीक है? तो that is your monoline method and tube net method, ठीक है? अगर इसकी बात करें तो in this we have seen कि these methods are being promoted. देखो, traditional way is that whatever seaweed is present in the nearby water body, you're just taking it, which is used for consumption. But now if we have to enter into the business of it, so definitely we have to culture it, ठीक है? So monoline method and tube net method के लिए काफी ज्यादा क्या है, आपके जो projects हैं, those have been approved, ठीक है? Apart from that, जो seaweed park है has been established, located in Tamil Nadu, and this is the reason जहाँ पे वहाँ पे इतना ज़्यादा production हो रहा है. But in this particular news that was discussed in Lok Sabha, it was also said that Lakshadweep was designated now as seaweed cluster. What does it mean? Now focus will be more in Lakshadweep regarding the seaweed farming, ठीक है? Self-help groups will be set up, ठीक है? They will be trained about this thing, ठीक है? So that was about it, ठीक है? तो ये this was the news. The main thing that I wanted to tell you about the seaweed farming and the different types of it that is followed, and currently like which state. So Tamil Nadu is the one which is like highest in the active cultivation that is happening, ठीक है? Coming to now second news, that is about Bharat-Vistar. So Bharat-Vistar is what? It is a AI powered digital platform for farmers, of which phase 1 has been recently launched. And from where? From Jaipur. Sometime they ask that from where this particular maybe scheme, maybe platform, maybe activity that has been launched. So you have to keep in mind the phase 1 of Bharat-Vistar has been launched from Jaipur. And what is this about? See, a lot, we know that now government is moving towards the digital form of communication, right? For every scheme there is a platform, for every facility that the government is providing, we have a online platform for that, right? But it becomes for a farmer, and we know that for a farmer a lot of schemes are there for the agriculture sector, okay? Now for each and every scheme, the farmer would have to go to a certain web page only, right? Because for every scheme, if there are 10 schemes, then there are 10 different web page with 10 different activities and everything, right? So it was very difficult for farmer. And again, what's the use of AI, or what's the use of digitalization? To make easier the life of people, right? So this Bharat-Vistar has been developed. It is a AI powered, okay? AI has been used to create this digital public infrastructure, and it is nothing but a single digital gateway for all the agriculture services that are there across India. There are n number of services for farmers, and for them n number of we have n number of n number of web pages available for that, okay? So this will act as what? This will act as an integrated source where you can access to all these services that are across there, okay? For example, like if to give an example that what all the things that this will do, for example, real time information on weather forecast, it will do, and from where it will take up the this information from the India Meteorological Department. In short, it is known as IMD, okay? Apart from that, market market prices it will take from another web page with the name AG Marknet, ठीक है. Then disease and pest alert it will take through the national pest surveillance system, right? And data integration through AgriStack. So here you are looking at that there were already a lot of web pages that existed. So this will act as a single gateway. It will take the some information from one of the website, and it will be there only, and from another website some other information. So for farmer to access initially two services, he would have to go to two web pages, but now everything is there in a single web page, okay? And farmers can also access scientific crop and soil survey advisory, which has been launched by ICAR. जो भी advisories ICAR निकालता है, initially it was on their platform, now it will be reflected in your Bharat Vistar also. This is how it looks like, ठीक है? This is the logo. This is how Bharat Vistar looks like. And some other key features, key highlights related to Bharat Vistar is the platform integrates 10 major central government schemes. ठीक है? कौन सी? जैसे PM किसान के लिए we had different portal, right? But that information can now be accessed in Bharat Vistar. Similarly, for Fasal Bima Yojana, we had different portal, soil health card, modified interest subvention scheme, submission on agriculture mechanization, per drop more crop, PM Kisan Sinchai Yojana, PM अन्नदाता आय संस्करण अभियान, एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फंड और किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड. For everything we had different portals, but now all the information that are available there, those will be provided in this single platform. ठीक है? Farmers can check benefit status also, register complaint also, track their grievance readdressal also for the different scheme in the single platform, which is Bharat Vistar. And also it is very important to understand that this particular portal is designed as voice first AI system, ठीक है? So that the farmers they can access the services even with the helpline number also. आप इस helpline number पे call करो, and all the features that are there you can access that also, ठीक है? You can call also in this number. Apart from that you can use mobile app also, web interface also, which I've already told you, and chatbot का भी system है. And chatbot, if you look at it, क्या नाम है उसका, what is the name? Sometimes such questions are also asked, right? That what is the name of the chatbot for this XYZ portal? So for your Bharat Vistar portal, the name is Bharti, ठीक है? If you look at it, it's written, right? Hi, I am Bharti. तो chatbot है जिसका नाम भारती है, ठीक है? And 24/7 services है. अब as we have started with this news, we understood that this is the phase 1 that has been launched, ठीक है? तो phase 1 जो है, that is currently in the limited state it has been launched, ठीक है? महाराष्ट्र, बिहार and गुजरात में, ठीक है? And currently only in Hindi and English language, ठीक है? Then what will happen? Means this particular portal will be available in 3 phases. In phase 1, in certain states जैसे महाराष्ट्र, बिहार, गुजरात का integrated means form में हिंदी इंग्लिश में मिलेगा. Then within 3 months additional languages, more languages will be added, जैसे तमिल, बंगाली, असमी, कन्नड़ा will be added. And then in further 3 months, so means overall 6 months में total of 11 languages will be added, so that farmers they can access this platform even in their native language, ठीक है? इसके अलावा जैसे और बातें भी की गई in the Lok Sabha, as I told you ना, that it was mentioned, I'm sorry, during the launch, ठीक है? That what else will happen? The government has also announced AI for agriculture roadmap, hackathon and agri-coach as a part of broader digital agriculture strategy. What is agri-coach? Agri-coach is that portal where you know all the publications that are related to agriculture, all the guidelines that exist, ठीक है? तो agri-coach it's like a digital library, ठीक है, रिलेटेड टू एग्रीकल्चर, ठीक है? तो फर्दर जाके इनका भी इंटीग्रेशन किया जाएगा, सो दैट यू नो वन स्टॉप सॉल्यूशन कैन बी देयर, ठीक है? नाउ नेक्स्ट न्यूज वी हैव smart agro food systems and climate resilient agriculture. So recently minister of state for agriculture and farmers welfare, they talked about this, the initiatives on climate resilience, carbon neutral and regenerative agriculture in Lok Sabha. And government mentioned some of the schemes that they are currently running, जैसे national mission for sustainable agriculture, ठीक है? Schemes जैसे अब sustainable agriculture is what, that we are utilizing all the sources that we have, but in that manner that it is available for future generation also, in that manner that we are not wasting it, we are using it to the optimum level, ठीक है? तो इसके अंदर जैसे per drop more crop, per drop more crop का क्या idea है. Basically what we do initially, how the irrigation used to happen in field, the water was just flooded in the field, right? Now what happens in per drop more drop, here what happens, like pipelines are added, okay, and in those drops are there, basically drip irrigation system, okay, and there will be holes in these pipes, and from there the drop by drop nearby the root region the water will be provided. So you here you are seeing that how less water we are using and more efficient, because they are discharging in the root zone only, right? So this is your per drop more crop, ठीक है. Apart from that, इसके अलावा ड्रिप इरिगेशन के अलावा स्प्रिंकल सिस्टम कैन ऑल्सो बी यूज, ठीक है. तो देर इज लाइक अ स्ट्रक्चर, ठीक है, स्प्रिंकल इरिगेशन के लिए, ठीक है, एंड फ्रॉम देयर लाइक वाटर इज जस्ट डिस्चार्ज लाइक इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेन ड्रॉप ड्रॉपलेट्स, देयर ऑल्सो कंजर्वेशन ऑफ वाटर इज देयर, ठीक है. तो वाटर यूज एफिशिएंसी के लिए, ठीक है. सॉइल हेल्थ एंड फर्टिलिटी स्कीम्स है, राइट, सो दैट यू नो टेस्टिंग ऑफ सॉइल कैन बी डन एंड ओनली दोज न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर एडेड which are actually required, and no unnecessary adding of chemicals in the field will be there. So this is a form of sustainable agriculture. From Fasal Bima Yojana and restructure weather-based crop insurance scheme, the crop loss are due to natural calamity. Those are being reimbursed to the farmers, ठीक है. National Innovation in Climate Resilient Agriculture, ये project के through, like first the districts have been identified that which are actually vulnerable to climate change, and then once you have identified that which states need the help, then what can be done, suggestive methods can be taken to mitigate, or you can say to take care of the situation, ठीक है. तो currently NICRA ने कितने प्रोजेक्ट में कितने जो ऐसे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं, those has been classified climatically vulnerable, 310, ठीक है. And among this also 109 districts are very high vulnerable and 201 are high vulnerable, ठीक है. इसके अलावा what government is doing, ठीक है, climate resilient villages बना रही हैं, ठीक है, कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र के थ्रू. तो कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र act as a link that whatever scientists are studying that how we can do sustainable agriculture, actually कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र then go to the farmers and teach them this, ठीक है. So कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र act as a link between lab to land, whatever is learned in lab by the scientist, KVKs go to the villages and then teach the farmers, ठीक है, so that on ground implementation can be done, ठीक है. तो कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र का उसमें importance है, ठीक है. Then ICR has also released such crop varieties which are climate resilient. They can be grown in a drought-like situation, right? And apart from that, very important number, 731 kVK is currently we have, that is helping with it. Okay. Finally, coming to the last news, World Pulses Day recently celebrate हुआ था on 10th of February 2026, and the theme for this year was Pulses of the World from Modesty to Excellence. Basically, अभी क्या हो रहा है that people are switching from pulses because it is considered that humble food. Humble food means the rural kind of food, or people who don't have money, they rely on pulses. So, and because purchasing power is increasing, more options are increasing, animal based food consumption is increasing. Because of that is what is happening, people are leaving eating pulses. But pulses is highly nutrient dense, okay, and also an environmentally sustainable crop. So that is why in this particular year's theme or the celebration, the aim was to actually promote this again, right, to avoid this misconception that pulses is a humble food, right, to make people understand that what is the value or the nutritive value of the pulses, है ना. इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में बात की गई, and it's been observed that even it is highly nutritious, still per capita consumption is declining, not only in the developed state but in the developing country also, due to the dietary shift and changing consumer preferences. Some are moving to more, they consider because protein is present in pulses, right, but even like you also getting this awareness that that there are other options also which have more protein than pulses. So people are switching towards that because of their dietary preferences, right, dietary shifts are रहे हैं, ठीक है. Again, in some culture pulses is considered as a humble food, right, so because of these XYZ reason people are shifting towards it. But pulses is rich in protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, and making them essential for balanced and healthy diets, ठीक है. तो और environmental benefits भी हैं उसके, ठीक है. है, because it replenish the nitrogen in soil, ठीक है, in a natural way, ठीक है, तो ये climate resilient भी है and environmental sustainable crops हैं, ठीक है. तो that is why in 2026 theme emphasis was focused on restoring pulses to the center of our modern healthy and sustainable diet and strengthening their role in global food security and nutrition. So these were some of the news that we have covered. Now let's look at the questions. In February, Bharat Vistar was launched as, like it has been launched as what? So it has been launched as your AI powered digital public infrastructure for agriculture, which is like a one stop solution for all the portals that exist where the agriculture services that existed. ठीक है. In February, how many KVKs we have reported? ठीक है. तो here the correct answer is यहाँ पे option number D, that is your 731 KVKs अभी exist करते हैं. KVKs act as a link between lab to land. ठीक है. आपका first KVK पौंडीचेरी में establish हुआ था. Then we have the theme of World Pulses Day for this year was what? It was for your pulses of the world from modesty to excellent. Now there is a homework for you all, that Bharat Vistar integrates real-time weather information from which of the following portals, ठीक है, portals of which organization, you have to tell that. That is a homework for you all, ठीक है. And that is all in this particular video. If for more such videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube, ठीक है. Here Seija has said the right answer, yes, ठीक है. So that is all in this video. If you have any query, you can comment in the you can comment it down, and in the next video I'll reply to that, ठीक है. Until then, I wish you all the